The burst of construction and spending in the Soviet Union came during the Great Depression in the West. Many of the jobless liked what they heard about communism. It sounded like a worker's paradise.
I became a communist in short because of what I saw around me here in the United States of America. There was misery, there were children going to bed hungry, there was poverty, and there was no reason for it. We were the richest country in the world, and I saw communists out on the streets demonstrating and trying to do something about it. And that would sum up why I joined the Communist Party. Well, I believe what was going on in the Soviet Union was a noble experiment. You stop and think for a moment of what is the aim of socialism? It's to end all exploitation. It's to put an end to wars. It's to build a system of cooperation instead of confrontation. It's to do away with the extremely rich on one side and the extremely poor on the other side.
Understand, first of all, that most of us were political, at least myself, you know. And our country was right in the midst of a big depression. We have soup lines all over the United States. Masses of people were out of work. Tremendous amount of discontent. Demonstrations almost in every major city. And we took part of that.
Millions joined unemployment councils, labor unions, the movement for Social Security, and student action groups. Thousands sought more fundamental change and were drawn to radical organizations. Many of those who would later fight in Spain joined groups like the Communist Party. They came to see the fight for better conditions in global terms.
You are now concerned with what happened in Timbuktu. If some poor working stiff was on strike in Timbuktu or Addis Ababa, and he's out there carrying a placard, and some cop came down and started busting his skull, you were concerned about that because that was your brother out in Addis Ababa or Timbuktu or Cape Town or Australia, any place else. They were your human beings, your class brothers.
You immediately found a whole new world opened up to you. You became aware of what was happening outside of Bensonhurst, outside of New York, west of the Hudson River.
Any demonstrations against war and fascism, I would be there, hop the subway turnstile because I didn't have a nickel, and go down to 14th Street. And this is what I would do. And the beautiful thing about that, the feeling of camaraderie there, everyone had a oneness, a singleness of purpose, irrespective of their color or their sex. And this is a wonderful feeling.